Do you think snakes can only crawl on the ground? Today, we'll take you on a journey through 2,500 years of history to explore the possibility of giant snakes that might even have wings. From the reticulated python discovered in Indonesia in 1912 to the mysterious accounts of Herodotus in ancient Greece, and to modern sightings in the United States and the United Kingdom, are these serpent legends real or mere illusions? Let's uncover this ultimate mystery that spans civilizations and science together.
You think snakes can only crawl on the ground?
Haha, that idea is about to be completely shattered.
What do you mean? Aren't snakes just those slithering creatures?
It's not that simple. Have you heard about the reticulated python discovered in Indonesia in 1912? This astonishing giant snake measured over 10 meters long, breaking all known size records for snakes and becoming a legend in the natural world. Such an enormous creature proves that Earth still harbors extreme and rare forms of life beyond our imagination. The discovery of the reticulated python not only challenged biologists of the time but also reminded us that the unknown world of animals is still full of limitless possibilities.
Wow, 10 meters long. That must be the largest ever recorded, right?
Yes, but that's just a modern record. What's even more astonishing is that as far back as 2,500 years ago, Herodotus, the so-called father of history, recorded a mysterious snake in the Arabian desert. Its form and behavior completely defied both the knowledge of his time and modern biology. Herodotus described this giant serpent as enormous, agile, and possessing unique habits unlike any ordinary snake, making it impossible to explain with the scientific theories of his era. This ancient account not only shows early human awareness of mysterious desert creatures but also inspires modern imaginations about unknown life forms.
Really? Did people in ancient times actually see snakes?
Not only that, Herodotus didn't just record the existence of these mysterious creatures. He went further to describe their unique wing structure in detail. These wings weren't feathered like those we're familiar with, but membranous, almost identical to bat wings, thin, flexible, and covered with delicate skin tissue. Such precise anatomical descriptions are far beyond what could be casually fabricated or passed down as legend. Herodotus' writing suggests he may have personally witnessed or closely examined these creatures, lending both credibility and a mysterious aura to this ancient account.
So you're saying he described snakes with wings?
Exactly. When Herodotus ventured into the heart of the Arabian desert, he initially intended only to verify the legends surrounding frankincense trees, but instead he unexpectedly discovered heaps of snake skeletons, so numerous it was almost unbelievable. These skeletons, like ghosts of the desert, silently tell a forgotten ecological story. Local inhabitants even claimed that these mysterious snakes were real and extremely venomous, capable of threatening human life.
But did anyone actually see them alive back then?
Woman. Herodotus didn't personally see living snakes, but the density and unusual morphology of the skeletons he found were highly convincing. The bones showed features completely different from ordinary water snakes. They resembled water snakes but had membranous wings like those of bats. This unique form made them guardians of the frankincense trees, posing significant danger to locals collecting resin. Herodotus' record vividly portrays these mysterious creatures, astonishing and enigmatic at once. They seem to combine traits of snakes and flying animals, challenging our imagination of ancient biodiversity.
It's hard to imagine. Did people actually believe such records?
From the ancient Greek historian Herodotus to Conrad Gessner, the most authoritative naturalist in 16th century Europe, these mysterious creatures, often called extraordinary snakes, have consistently held a place in scholarly works. Gessner wasn't a superstitious farmer. He was Switzerland's foremost naturalist, renowned for his rigorous scientific approach. In multiple natural history volumes, he meticulously documented legends and eyewitness accounts of these peculiar snakes, attempting to explain seemingly extraordinary phenomena through reason and observation.
So, ancient scholars actually acknowledged the existence of these snakes.
At least in historical texts, the image of these mysterious extraordinary snakes is elaborately described and becomes increasingly vivid. In 1608, the English scholar Tobias Swetnam added even more astonishing details in his work The History of Serpents. He described these snakes as having emerald green feathers and dark ventral scales, giving them an exotic and striking appearance. Even more surprising, Swetnam noted that these extraordinary snakes were highly venomous, and legend held that their blood could even grant humans the mysterious ability to understand the language of animals.
That sounds almost too sci-fi to be true.
Historical records form a continuous thread, from Herodotus in ancient Greece to Swetnam in the 17th century, spanning thousands of years. Descriptions of extraordinary snakes remain remarkably consistent. From the shape of their wings and lethal venom to their mysterious ecological habits, the portrayal of these creatures across time shows little variation. This cross-civilization, cross-century consistency is difficult to explain purely as imagination or superstition. It reflects real human encounters with unknown creatures and leaves hints of a mysterious life that may have persisted through history and legend.
Have there been any modern sightings of these snakes?
Yes. In 1669, a collective sighting in Essex, England, shocked the local population. Villagers reported seeing a giant snake, approximately 8 to 9 feet long with wings flying skillfully through the air. The appearance of this rare creature caused panic in the town. People were both terrified and fascinated. For self-protection, the villagers gathered stones and threw them at the flying snake, but it evaded all attacks with astonishing agility, gliding effortlessly through the air. This human-snake encounter became a hot topic at the time and intensified the villagers' fear of unknown creatures. The event was recorded in local historical chronicles and became a classic case of mysterious creature sightings in antiquity.
Are they really flying?
The 1669 flying snake sighting in Essex, England, is truly chilling in its description. These mysterious creatures not only had wings but could glide gracefully like birds. When they flapped their wings, they produced a deep rhythmic sound, almost like the sharp metallic clash of metal striking metal. Even more astonishing, some witnesses described a screeching metallic noise when a flying snake struck a carriage, an unusual sound that remains difficult to explain through natural phenomena. These details imbue the entire event with a sense of mystery and the supernatural, strongly suggesting that these flying snakes were not ordinary animals but unknown creatures possibly possessing unique physiological structures.
Were there similar incidents in the western United States?
The end of the 19th century, a train traveling through the California desert experienced a dramatic aerial flying snake attack, becoming a sensational mystery of the time. Passengers terrifiedly described a massive snake suddenly descending from the sky, circling and flying above the train with agile, evasive movements. Shockingly, even when passengers and guards fired multiple rounds, the bullets failed to hit the snake, as if it had some incredible defensive capability. This event completely overturned the common perception that snakes could only crawl on the ground and transformed the flying snake legend from an ancient myth into a genuine modern mystery.
Could these sightings just be exaggerations or panic-induced illusions?
It's possible that some aspects of the flying snake legend stemmed from psychological factors or hallucinations. Yet modern scientific discoveries make the existence of such mysterious creatures plausible. In 2014, researchers at Virginia Tech discovered a snake species known as the paradise tree snake. Although only about 1 meter long, these snakes can glide over 100 meters by spreading their ribs and flattening their bodies, a unique mechanism that allows them to soar through the air. This gliding ability provides a distinct advantage in escaping predators or crossing obstacles and offers a scientific explanation for the flying snake legends.
Wow! So snakes can really glide through the air.
Exactly. Modern science has discovered that paradise tree snakes can glide by spreading their ribs, proving that aerial movement in snakes is biologically feasible. However, the giant flying snakes described in ancient texts far exceed the size of any known gliding snakes today and are even said to have true wings, a point that remains an unsolved mystery. There is no concrete scientific evidence that snakes could evolve actual wings like those of birds or bats, and such physiological structures have never been observed in modern animals. Ancient records likely combine exaggeration, mythology, and reality, forming a legend that transcends time.
So the historical records, were they misidentifications or did these creatures really exist?
That is the heart of the mystery. The scientific community generally considers many flying snake sightings as misidentifications. Yet why did the ancient Greek historian Herodotus specifically emphasize that these snakes had bat-like membranous wings rather than ordinary feathers? Even more astonishing, descriptions of these extraordinary snakes across different civilizations over thousands of years are remarkably consistent, from their appearance to behavioral details, an alignment that is difficult to explain as mere imagination or illusion. Modern gliding snakes are smaller, but their ability to flatten their bodies and glide by extending their ribs provides a real-world precedent that lends plausibility to the existence of the giant flying snakes in ancient legends.
Are there any skeletal or fossil evidences?
To this day, there is no conclusive archaeological evidence for the so-called sea bones described by Herodotus, leaving the matter deeply puzzling. These records span 2,500 years of history but have never been definitively verified by modern science, making the ancient legend even more enigmatic. Herodotus's detailed accounts certainly convey a sense of realism, but without physical evidence, this mystery remains one of the great unsolved questions in history and archaeology. Perhaps the so-called sea bones belong to an extinct species yet to be discovered, or maybe they were a combination of ancient eyewitness accounts and imaginative interpretation.
So it sounds like this snake is more of a cultural symbol.
Some scholars argue that the flying snake legend is merely a cultural symbol or a product of collective imagination. But that doesn't explain the astonishing details reported in the 1669 Essex, England sightings and the 19th-century California train incident. Witnesses described these giant snakes soaring through the air, accompanied by the unique sound of wing beats and a sharp metallic friction-like noise. Such auditory characteristics are extremely specific and difficult to attribute to pure imagination. What's even more striking is that people at the time recorded the size and behavior of these creatures with remarkable precision and consistency, as if they were empirical observations rather than embellished myths. These details hint at the possibility that such creatures might truly exist, challenging our conventional understanding that reptiles can only crawl and cannot fly.
So do you think these snakes actually existed, or are they just a collective fantasy?
Perhaps these legends are fragments of ancestral memory of a real creature, passed down through oral tradition across different eras and cultures. Or maybe multiple civilizations over the course of history collectively created a cultural archetype symbolizing humanity's fear and reverence for nature. What's even more thrilling is that some giant snake might still be hiding in a remote corner of the earth, undiscovered by modern science. Regardless of the truth behind these stories, they inspire boundless human curiosity and the spirit of exploration.
Listening to all this history intertwined with science, I feel like there's a mysterious force behind it all.
Exactly, that is the charm of the feathered serpent. It spans 2,500 years, connecting the ancient and the modern, challenging science and imagination, and reflecting humanity's longing for freedom and the unknown.
This story is truly astounding.
Exactly, this is the ultimate mystery that spans civilizations, science, and legend. The feathered serpent reminds us that unimaginable forms of life still exist on Earth, and it urges us to maintain awe and curiosity toward the unknown.
After hearing all this, do you believe that giant winged snakes really exist?
Maybe they do, maybe they're just cultural illusions, but the impression they leave in our minds feels more real than any evidence. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share, and leave your thoughts. See you in the next episode.